Uh, there we go.
Article?
Yeah, he was talking about this. I'll do the post right now, but he was talking about how he has a segment, right? Ian Bags.
Yeah, the body bag part.
There we go. So
yeah, I was just listening to that, like, I don't know, a couple hours ago.
Yeah, so it was this guy who I guess he happened to be a security guard. Anyways, I can talk about it.
Yeah. But
Yeah,
I was thinking about that because that's kind of started with a carjacking. It was
right.
like multiple carjackings with this guy.
And it kind of, I mean, Gina, and they kind of talked about safety, how some of these women, you gotta be careful. Like, dude, you're doing your makeup and you're parked over there.
Yeah, I remember that. I had never thought about that before.
Right? Yeah.
Because I don't carjack on a regular basis. But I guess it's like women spend more time, like after they start their car, they on average spend more time like doing something before they drive off.
Yeah, and no, I agree. I've thought about that too. Okay, let's see.
So you are like, thinking a lot about this stuff.
I'm one of those. Yeah, I'll be with the lady, and
got jacking on the mind.
I've always got these carjacking off in my mind. Okay.
Oh, no, Robbie, this is different.
Oh,
this is different. This is stealing a car from someone, not jumping in a stranger's car and beating off in the back seat.
See, this is why carjacking is a good example. Sounds better than it is.
All right, broom backhands on. Hey, what up?
What up, BBH?
Carjacking, if you're in like a quiet romantic place with your lady, it's a time and a place for everything.
There is, well, parking garage of the movie theater, if you know what I'm saying. Know what I mean?
No, I don't know what you're talking
about. Okay, well, I'm one of those guys where I'm like, hey, there's a car driving by. I don't think that's too attractive.
There's a weird thing about, like, everybody's got that, I'm sure, to some degree, but it's like, guess what, everybody? No one is fucking paying attention to you at all.
Yeah.
Unless that's their kink.
Yeah, well, yeah, that's true. I shouldn't say no one, but 99.999% of the people in this world are not concerned about what you're doing in the car over there in the parking lot.
Dude, a couple months ago, okay. Yeah, I'll tell you guys later. I heard a couple outside my house. They had their either window open or something, but they were like, oh. I'm like, okay.
Doesn't sound like it was all that passionate, if you ask me.
Maybe she got a little louder.
I'm sure you're not trying to recreate that.
No, I'd rather not recreate it. I'd rather not. Just pay me 95 cents per minute, then I'll recreate it. Let's see.
What are you looking at? What I miss?
Okay. Carjacking.
Are you still doing posts?
Yeah, the second post.
Okay. What do you guys think about Wednesday next week? Put that on schedule.
Sure. Yeah, sure. Why not?
Okay.
Same place, same time, everybody.
All right. So we're good then. Look, next Wednesday. All right. And both posts are good now. There we go.
I feel like there's like a crime blotter here. I mean, there's so many fucking crazy trials.
Oh, yeah.
Crimes and shit going on. Damn.
Misdemeanors.
Cars running over people.
Yeah.
Guns shooting people.
Yeah.
Guns shooting people and
that's what I said.
And running over people. Yeah.
And the cars are right. I shouldn't make a joke, but
no, I know, right?
Just to like how it's being called a car accident.
Yeah. Is a lone SUV.
I feel like that's clickbait. It's like CNN clickbait when they're no site where they call it they purposely tweet something out that calls it a car accident or like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I feel like,
car
they
tragedy.
can't be that biased or that, they're like, oh no, this is going to get the most clicks. Like, and it'll get the most clicks from Fox News viewers.
You guys ready?
Yep.
Ready.
All right.
87. Yeah.
3, 2, 1.
Good evening, Endless Ranters. Welcome back for episode 87 of your Endless Ranters podcast. My name is Chris, and I am one of your Endless Ranters hosts for this evening's show. I'm joined by the one and only Robbie Spotlight. What up, Robbie?
Hello there, everybody.
Hello there, back. And then there's the man with the plan. It's producer Manny. What's going down, Mole Man?
Hey, everyone. Happy to be here again. How y'all doing?
That is not. See, Robbie was convincing from Robbie, but from you, I was like, oh no.
I'm really baked again.
Okay, because like 15 minutes ago, you were happy to be here. Now you're doing shots of like Jello shots or something.
No, it's just a whiskey shot. I'm getting in the mood over here,
Damn.
Yeah, man.
Damn, man.
I want the people that are listening.
Taiwan on tonight.
They're gonna have a good time with us. That's
okay.
all.
Well, cheers, brother.
Cheers to everyone watching, listening.
I'm just going with the Miller Lights tonight.
That's fine. Well, yeah, you just returned from a 32-hour road trip, so it's well deserved.
Not even that. Yeah, barely that. Yeah, I had to drive down to Austin yesterday and then had a meeting this morning, come right back. And spent a lot of time in the car. I'm a little tired out, but happy to be with you guys.
What do you play in the car? Do you play podcasts when you're driving?
Sometimes, or just it was where the work colleagues, so talking about work a lot. Yeah.
No road BJs or nothing like that. Roadhead.
No.
With their colleagues.
No, man.
Oh
no. You disappointed. You sound disappointed.
Yeah, it sounds kind of exciting, but you're disappointing us.
Yeah. No.
I don't think he's that much of a wild man as you make him out to be.
No.
Come on. When we look at Chris, we think wild man.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Right.
Or maybe
I'm out of control here.
Actually, come to think about it, I've been watching my friend Celeste got me into to this Workaholics. The show? Yeah.
Oh, it's fucking brilliant. I think I've watched that at least twice over. Yeah.
I don't know. It was one of those lazy things for me where I finally, she hooked it up with her, even though I've had Hulu before, but she's like, here's my thing. Just watch it on my Hulu. And now, okay, I'm gonna go ahead and say Chris is Durs. Mo Man is Blake, and I'll go ahead and be Adam. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Because Durs, he's like if you've watched the show, he's like you would not be able to tell. You think he's this professional guy.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah, okay.
And you don't know why he's hanging out with these two losers. I'm not that I'm saying we're losers, but as an example, I
get it. I don't know. I don't know how much further you should go on this. No, I'm just kidding.
Anyways, yes,
it's a great show.
Yeah, I've
great
been watching
show.
It's good. It's good.
You gotta follow it up with The League.
Oh, The League. Oh, okay.
If you haven't watched The League before,
I
think it's in that. I think it's kind of. I don't know. I watched them. I binged them back to back. I don't know.
Really?
Kind of discovered them around the same time and watched them back to back. Both great shows. I think both on Hulu. They're both FX maybe.
Okay, I'm definitely gonna watch that after this. So sorry to my friend.
The League is great and also probably more relatable if you're not, stoner. So
yeah, I'm not I can't really say that.
Hey man, is that a shot at me? I don't
Yeah. No, have you watched The League?
Never.
See, exactly. Maybe it was a shot.
Oh, you know what? I think I've seen The League once, but
what, one episode maybe?
Yeah, I think one episode. So I got it. It's one of
those. It's a great show with Nick Kroll is in that show.
Oh yeah.
Now I'm drawing a blank.
Nick Kroll No, Nick Kroll is another talented guy. He's got different characters that he does and all that stuff. Yeah, he's good.
Yeah, he's funny.
Yeah.
I love all those guys from the I Love the 80s VH1 show.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know what I'm talking about? Like that was kind of
Doug Benson was on that a lot.
Doug Benson, like all those guys, even guys that like have kind of gone off the deep end, like maybe kind of politically or stuff, whatever. Like Michael Ian Black, who's kind of a nut on Twitter. Like he was a genius. I love him. I still love him from that show.
Dude.
Yeah, all those guys.
Hal Sparks. I'm sorry to all the House Sparks fans out there, but he became an actor and comedian. Now, if you check him out on like YouTube or Instagram, it's like all political and it's
I
all
don't
like,
think I know who that guy is.
yeah,
House-
he was also on
Was he on the
Queer
show
as
we were
Folk.
talking?
No, he was on one of those he was like we love the 80s and then we love the 90s, you know. And he had like a
okay.
soul patch and he was, I guess he was a comedian. But
Okay.
and he's one of those comedians that wears the leather strap on his wrist. Like, how old are you? Like, you know, like
He's
I don't
sending
know.
out, you know,
House
that's a
Sparks.
call.
Yeah.
Now I
Sending out
think
a
I know who it
message.
is. I have to. Oh, okay, I know who that guy is. Yeah.
Yeah. I hope he doesn't send his army, you know.
I haven't
on
seen him for a long time. He could be dead.
Yeah, he could be. Yeah.
Just saying, it's possible.
That's quite
I
the
haven't
jump to
seen him in a
conclusions.
show in a long time. Well, you know, I don't need a lot to
Yeah.
go on. I just have
That's
these-
an interesting insight into your
I just-
train of thought.
I just have these gut feelings that may or not be true,
Yeah.
not grounded at all in any facts at all.
Yeah.
No. Okay. Yeah, there's a few guys like that, not to get on but like Will Wheaton, right?
Oh, yeah. But Wheaton,
he's fucking nut.
he's
like-
kind of, yeah.
Like kind of troll. It's one thing. I mean, have your beliefs, whatever, but it's like kind of get to like nasty troll level, which I don't appreciate on either side. So
Yeah, on either side, there's the extreme this and then extreme that. It's like, dude, just be funny. Or I don't care if I'm a fan of Biden. If you make a joke about Biden, I'll laugh. You make like what's his name? Kyle Dunnigan. I laughed when he was making fun of Trump, and I'm laughing when he's making fun of Joe Biden. If it's funny, it's funny.
yeah, sure is.
Yeah. So, dude, just laugh. Let's laugh at each other. You know.
Yeah, everybody lighten up. That's all.
Yeah. Yeah. Seriously.
Yeah, like that's
There you go. Done.
profound.
We're
Hey,
heroes.
everybody, just lighten up.
Yeah.
All we need is love.
Yeah. Exactly.
Stuff.
Yeah.
That's
Go-
our
let's
bumper
just
sticker right there.
let's
Everyone line
coexist.
up.
Speaking of love, Thanksgiving. How was your Thanksgiving, Manny? You want to start? How was it?
It was cool, man. My dad's birthday happened to fall on the same day, so the family got together.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah, we hung out, had some amazing food. It wasn't carb heavy, so no one was passing out.
Cool.
Kept the festivities going throughout the night.
How does he feel about having to share his birthday with Thanksgiving? Like, as an older man now, I mean, he's probably not that big a deal, but if it would have happened when he was younger, it'd been kind of a raw deal,
Well, it wasn't a thing until he emigrated here to the States. They don't. They don't. observe.
Whoa. They don't have Thanksgiving everywhere.
No, man. It's more of a
The
regional
entire
thing.
world does not celebrate.
Can you believe
I
it?
don't even know what is. So I was going to say the founding of America. Like, no,
Founding.
no, does not
The
celebrate.
stumbling upon of America. No,
Yeah.
that's just more of a regional celebration.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good to know. Good to know.
And it doesn't always land on Thanksgiving every so often it just coincides.
Yeah.
So we were that family that Ace sometimes talks about. Well, we'll roll two things into one and make it a giant celebration. And it was a good time, man. Good food.
Manny does a lot of rolling.
Yeah.
I got to keep it like Limp Bizkit. Fred Durst said, rolling
Rolling. That's right.
all day, all night. Anyway, and yeah, I enjoyed myself. I had my tablet with me, so when I wasn't, busting balls with the family, I was reading manga, so keeping myself entertained.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, Mo Man, do you
What's up?
guys eat the traditional turkey, all that stuff, or what do you guys do for Thanksgiving?
This year there was a healthy dose of vegetables. It was light on the carbs. It was just like, a little tray of mac and cheese with some cornbread. The rest was brisket, turkey, and
Oh yeah. I was like, I
And
thought you were going to
some-
start talking about how there was no meat or something.
no,
Like he's
no,
a
no.
vegetarian.
No.
The way you started off, I was getting.
What are you,
concerned.
nuts, Chris? No, I think that road trip kind of knocked some sense out of you, man.
Yeah.
Well, just the way you started with, I was like,
Who does
oh,
a meatless
no.
Thanksgiving?
Oh no. Yeah.
Yeah, only crazy people.
So yeah, we had that some
Brisket, nice. Yeah.
Yeah, the turkey was done up differently. I don't know. I wasn't there for the prepping or the execution of said turkey, so I was just there to consume. And there was, what the fuck did we have for pay? Oh yeah, we had cake. I'm sorry, since it was with Dad's birthday. We didn't do. I don't think there was pie.
that's
it was
right.
mostly just cake.
Okay.
A pumpkin pie.
Nah.
What kind of cake was it?
Tres leches.
I think so. And actually, there was a pumpkin cheesecake pie. My bad, that my cousin made. So yeah,
Pumpkin cheesecake pie. I
Yeah.
would probably eat that. I love
Okay.
cheesecake. I love pumpkin pie.
Yeah.
I don't know that they need to be combined, but if they were combined in front of, I would eat it.
I mean, it doesn't happen all the time. So I was like, fuck it.
Yeah.
It's just, yeah.
Yeah. Also, yeah,
Mhm.
people are giving me desserts. I usually just eat it.
She's like, what? Sugar? Yeah. Let's go.
Like,
What
I'm
about
sorry.
you?
I feel like this pie shouldn't exist. So
Yeah.
please leave.
It's
I'll
not-
gladly consume it.
not
I didn't do
cost
shit for
money.
Thanksgiving myself. I had picked up my kids went with their mom to grandparents country club for like a Thanksgiving buffet.
Oh wow.
And then got them like midday. And then we just watched movies, hung out.
Cool.
I made brownies. Yeah.
like
Stuffed
the
it full of desserts.
kid
and
brownies, not
whatnot.
All
adult
right.
brownies.
I have to
Correct.
ask,
Yes. Yeah.
get everyone's input on this. Which do you prefer? Do you prefer like the more center pieces or the burnt edges of the brownies?
I like the
All of
traditional. Oh yeah.
I mean, I like the edges in the beginning of the
Uh-huh.
tray of brownies and then, work my way to the middle.
I like the smell. I like the smell.
Or I work my way from one end of edges
Yeah.
through the middle,
So the other
all
end
the
of
way
edges.
to the other corners.
I like to do the whole foreplay thing on my brownies. A little bit of nibbling there, a little bit of touching there, a little bit of smelling. Yeah.
Bit of choking.
A little bit of choking. That's a good
Lashes.
brownie.
Start smacking that brownie.
Oh, yeah, you go brownie. You see how that moves?
Yeah,
Yeah.
start calling the brownie horrible names, like really hurtful names.
Yeah,
Really degrading.
family of three likes the edges. Those
Yeah.
watching on YouTube live right now, he likes the edges. Okay.
But I like it's like I get that. Like if that's like a hypothetical that never would happen. Like you have to choose. Like,
Right.
there's one middle piece and one edge piece. You got to choose. It's like I want one of each. I'm a grown up. I can afford it.
yeah.
So I'm gonna have one of each. There's no need to decide anymore, Jeff. It's no need.
Well, it's kind of like this. Like, okay, those of us who like pizza, I don't need the stuffed crust pizza. I think that's, how Adam Carolla
That's
says,
way overkill. I was never a fan
Yeah,
of
it's
stuffed
like-
pizza.
I'm an adult. I don't need, that's for kids. Stuffed crust pizza is for kids. The cheese and I don't need it. I've got the whole slice for me. I don't care.
It is an
Here.
incredible feat of engineering, though.
Well, yeah. Well, I'm
know what I
sure.
mean?
Yeah, it was probably invented first for the soldiers
Yeah.
in World War II. The stuffed crust. That way they can, pack as much cheese in there before they, go to
Yeah.
Korea or Vietnam or whatever. Where were they at it? Again? I forget. But anyways,
Yeah, all
Yeah.
over.
yeah, all over. Yeah, for sure. I like.
We need to find a sneaky way to make double stuffed crust pizza like the number one thing on the Chinese people's diet in China. Not here. We want, Chinese Americans to be healthy. But like that's how we can fight China off. Like make sure they're all eating Domino's double stuffed pizza every night for dinner.
Oh, that's right. They'll break the conventional boundaries of what a pizza should look like, and instead of it being cut like a triangle, it'll just be crust on both ends of the pizza. There you go.
I'm gonna need to rewind that.
Yeah.
So instead of just your traditional slice of
He was
pizza,
rapping.
right? Right.
Yeah.
You're gonna make a square pizza, so there's a crust at both ends, and you just cut it long ways, and that way each person gets starts with a crust, ends with a crust, and takes in more calories, more caloric intake.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think this is how China is trying to keep us fat, eating all these stuffed crusts while they're eating whatever they're eating. You know,
I don't think they're the ones keeping us fat, Rob.
yeah, well, I don't know. I'm sure, I don't know. Let me check with LeBron or something. All these commercials. I want to know who's paying for all these commercials, all these Little Caesars commercials.
The companies are, man. All the money that we
Mm.
give them, all the profits go to a portion of it goes to advertising.
Okay.
Yeah.
Little Caesars though, that's like you can get an insane amount of food at Little Caesars for $6.
You can. Yeah.
It's the Taco Bell of the pizza world.
Little Caesars could cure world hunger if they wanted to.
If they want to.
Oh yeah.
I'm nothing to back that up with. So
Yeah.
we should.
Well, I like how Elon Musk what was the newspaper?
Oh no, like the United Nations,
there you go.
blah blah blah, world hunger, something
exactly.
said that it would cost. I don't know. I think he took a shot at Musk or like billionaires and said it would, $8 billion to cure world hunger, which is like such a horseshit thing to say. And then he was like, "Okay, give me the plan, and I'll sell 8 billion in stock, and we'll take care of this." And it's like, then the guy changed his quote to say $8 billion would help.
Yeah.
which makes the statement mean absolutely nothing. It's like because $1 would help.
Me telling all my dates that just the tip will help. Like, okay. Yeah, just
all them dates.
Yeah, all them dates. Yeah. Don't worry. 1.5 inches will help. No, never mind. Anyways, so that was your.
Yeah, how about your Thanksgiving?
Mine, I hung out. We went to. I took my lady to meet some of the family. We went to my cousin's house. She was cooking. She's a cook, so that's what she does. And it was a small gathering. Some of the actually, I think most of my all my dad's siblings were there actually, which is fun. It was good to see them there. And
so all your aunts and uncles, cool.
Yeah, on my dad's side, so it was fun.
What was on the menu?
The menu was traditional: turkey, gravy, mashed potatoes, some steamed vegetables, and some mostly steamed, and turkey, pecan pie. Oh yeah, pecan pie and pumpkin pie. My cousin was coughing a little bit, so I thought maybe I was gonna go catch the ovarian.
Catching the new Omicron
variant, or what do you call it? Omicron.
Omicron.
Yeah, man.
Unicorn.
Yeah. Unicorn. Yeah.
Omicron. Yeah.
Optimus. The Optimus Prime.
The Omicron is pretty amazing because it's like I heard about it on Sunday, and then like the next day, the United States government's like, committing.
Shut everything down.
Like writing a blank, and we're going to write a blank check.
Exactly. It was in Africa like 3 days ago. Now it's like all of a sudden in California. It's here in San Francisco. It's here. So I don't know. I'm going to have to double mask it now.
Well, I was just listening to a Tim Pool podcast, and he was talking about something I had heard really months ago. I was watching some doctor that was talking in front of the Michigan state legislature or something like that. But she had all her credentials, and she was saying that like there are going to be lots of variants, especially because of the vaccines, because the vaccines that don't really stop it, but like, minimize the effects. So then people are walking around and more people are carrying it. Mm-hmm. And then the more people are carrying it and like passing it, like every time that happens, like people aren't getting sick, but it's mutating all the time.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like and it was just weird. Like early COVID, that's what they said. They were like, this is how viruses work, and they mutate. And everybody's just like, oh, okay. And then a year later, when there's mutations coming out, I was like, oh my God. Yeah. Like, oh my God, what are we going to do? It's like, they told us this was going to happen.
Oh, for sure.
And it was natural, and it probably would be okay. It wouldn't be that big a deal, but freak out.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, I keep on hearing that this one's more like you feel fatigued and, a little bit of this.
That's based on so little information. Like maybe that's true, and maybe the Omicron is worse.
Yeah,
it could. I mean, I have no idea. I really don't know. But it's all based on so little information.
A buddy of mine, maybe 5 years ago, I'm like, hey man, I don't know, man. Lately, I've been feeling like this is like 5 years ago. I don't want to do anything. I'm tired. I'm kind of like I just don't want to do anything. He goes, yeah, maybe you're depressed. I'm like, yeah, maybe I am depressed. So I think we've had the Omicron variant, like, for years.
Yeah.
I think it was just depression. Don't at me.
No, I mean, there's got to be a lot of that going around the whole world. You know, just like low grade depression. Maybe not. I don't know what, like the level of.
Oh yeah, for sure.
That's the real pandemic.
Maybe.
Oh yeah.
Maybe like just a low grade. I mean, it's continuing
worldwide,
and it's kind of continuing in our country because there's just like a low grade anger, even for people that, just enjoy life and are just trying to fucking be happy. And like, it's just like, like I think I'm a pretty happy-go-lucky guy, and it's like just the world just like, no, not today. You're not, motherfucker.
Yeah.
Like,
well, yeah,
not today
for sure.
Look at this. Look at this.
I don't want to say I'm in the middle, but I understand the science, but I understand the people that are like pent up. They're at home. They're in their apartments. There's been, I think, the suicide rate. I don't know the numbers, but I think it's been higher than most years. And I've heard of people taking their lives because of that. They can't go out, or they feel like they can't go out. But I mean, we still have the freedom to, okay, I get it. Maybe some bars might be closed or were closed. But yeah, kind of like Adam Carolla says, go out for a walk, listen to some music. It does help. Maybe it might not cure your depression, but I feel like it does help a little bit. Just,
I mean, there's no doubt. I mean, physical exercise.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
Just purpose, whatever that. Sure, I think that would absolutely cure a little case of the blues or something like that. But exactly. It's if there's some kind of chemical imbalance, I'm sorry.
For sure.
Taking a walk with classical music is like not.
Yeah, not gonna do shit.
Well, like really you said, if it's just silly. If it's just the blues, like it's a case of the Mondays, then yeah, exactly. But if it's something else, like something more serious, definitely, that's not gonna cure you for sure. So, but
anyway. But so Thanksgiving, to wrap that up, Robbie,
it was fun. It was good. We didn't watch any movies.
Good.
No movies. No Die Hard. No Die Hard yet. No Speed. But it was fun. My parents they like to sing. So my cousin's fiance, he plays the ukulele. So he played a little bit of that. It was fun. It was, just
cousin's fiance. Okay.
Fiance. Yeah, it was a wholesome fun. It's nothing crazy. It was just.
Can he play Can he play a regular guitar?
You know what? No, my dad can. But I don't think the fiance can. Yeah, but it was I'm sure the ukulele is much easier. So many people, right? Kind of pick. I mean,
you said it. I didn't say it. You said it. I mean, Manny was thinking it. Manny was thinking it, I know.
I'm sure there's a lot of TikTok videos of people playing their ukuleles. Yeah.
That's pretty. Yeah. I wonder if that's, it's got to be, I don't know. Like, so you want to play the guitar? No. I just want to play the ukulele. Like that's where I'm at, the ukulele. But that's good. So he played some songs. Good.
Yeah.
Good.
It was fun. Wholesome. It was family stuff.
Oh, wholesome. That's good.
Wholesome. Yeah.
Good.
No politics, thankfully.
I've never talked about politics at a Thanksgiving or any holiday whatsoever. I really, I question how much this really happens.
Yeah.
I think I might have said that last week.
Yeah.
But last week we mentioned a bit, kind of a segment or I have an entry for something that I think we're calling it, the working title for this bit is now called "Now These Mofos Should Be Thankful."
That's right.
So I nominate to this list of "These Mofos Should Be Thankful" the Taliban. The Taliban. I saw a fucking headline that the United Nations was considering admitting the Taliban. Oh, right, because they run Afghanistan.
Yeah, they're the government.
If Afghanistan's going to be, part of the United Nations, then you got Taliban showing up, man.
Yeah.
So these guys, I mean, what a 20-year span for them. You know what I mean? Yeah. They were kind of unknown, not really just kind of hanging out, doing their Taliban stuff, letting Osama bin Laden, I guess, do some planning, live in some caves, whatnot, and then we take over their country. We spend like $8 trillion or something like that. I don't know. It's like 8 trillion, but then with the interest, it's going to be much higher. For 20 years, we occupy their country. Then we give it back to them we must have done a lot of improvements You know,
Improvements. I don't
we
think
built
they
fucking
even
roads and highways. We built. I mean, now
Did
we
we-
didn't leave behind our doctors, but we like built new hospitals, schools. Now and then kicked the girls out of the schools, but
yeah,
the
of
boys
course.
they got all brand new schools and
Did we even leave any Dunkin' Donuts?
road. They probably got like I don't know. They probably have a KFC. They could have a
Okay.
Domino's. They could be
Yeah.
still enjoying double stuffed crust pizza.
Okay.
But and now they're gonna have a seat at the United Nations.
Yeah, exactly.
What? Yeah. What an amazing it's been a banner year for the Taliban.
Well, I bet you they're working on a PETA also.
A
Taliban
what?
PETA.
What do you mean? Like
Hey, we won't sleep with any goats or something.
oh yeah, they got to agree to that.
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah, Pete is gonna be pissed.
The goats are gonna have to sign a waiver first or something.
Oh, Robbie, that is
I'm
So
talking about
racist.
the
So
Taliban.
true.
No, this is the Taliban.
oh, just the hardcore Taliban.
Yeah. These are the the extremist guys,
Yeah.
not the rest of the guys.
Yeah. The goat, the Taliban goat, the goat guys.
The goat guys. Yeah,
Yeah, but it's been a banner year, so I got to put them up for. Yeah, they should be thankful.
Mhm.
They got to be right. They can't be that unaware that they got to be looking at themselves like this is incredible.
Yeah, like how did we get here?
This is incredible. Like this, it was a rough couple decades. You know what I mean? Had to put up a lot of shit.
Mhm.
But look at us. Look at us now.
Yeah.
Plus all the weapons, all the weapons and Humvee.
Oh yeah.
It's like,
Yeah, for sure.
it's amazing. It's amazing.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
well, anyway, congratulations to them.
Yeah. Soon they're gonna have their own official haircut, just like
They've got to be feeling pretty good about
Kim
themselves.
Jong-un.
You got to be feeling pretty good about themselves. All right. So what's up next, man?
Well, okay. Can I tell you maybe another person or entity that should be thankful also?
Oh, sure. You got a
So this mofo,
nominee.
yeah, I've got a nominee, I think. So I feel like who was I saying earlier? I feel like that the SUV that ran over those people a couple weeks, like a week ago. We haven't heard about that SUV. What did it go crazy, like autopilot or something?
Yeah.
I don't even know what make and model it was. I don't know. So it was that Christmas parade.
I did know what it was. Was it like a Kia Sportage?
Was it? Was it a RAV4? Was it a Subaru?
I
I
don't
don't know.
I don't know, but I guess the guy was like a amateur rapper
Yeah.
and had
yeah.
a rap. Well, anyway, yeah, I don't want to get into that guy's.
Oh, there was a
story too
guy in
much,
the
but-
car. There was a guy driving. Wow. I
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, there was
Yeah.
a guy driving that vehicle.
Whoa. Okay.
True.
Must have been. Yeah, I don't know. And then what about Ghislaine Maxwell? Okay. So now there's
How is she lucky?
there's a new variant. We don't know anything about her.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah. And then her guards, her prison guards right now are probably just snoozing away. Come this weekend,
I
she's gonna
wonder.
Yeah.
I wonder, and soon to be rest in peace, Ghislaine.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna put that out there. Like,
Yeah.
thoughts and prayers.
She didn't kill
Thoughts and prayers
herself.
in a week or two
Yeah.
to the Maxwell family.
Exactly.
No, but is she lucky? Because I feel like she would like more attention on this. I don't know. Well,
Well,
because it's not right. She's not like it's not necessarily about her freedom. It's about whether or not she makes it through the first week.
Yeah.
Because all signs point to like she's in big trouble.
Mhm. I would request a lot of security cameras, like cloud, with the cloud,
Yeah, right.
in my my cell.
Yeah. No, she's. Well, I don't know. I don't know if she has the tapes or not.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I need VHS. I need CCTVs. If I were Ghislaine.
Well, I mean, that's what what's his face had, Epstein had, or they got turned. There was a malfunction. I don't know. It's
Yeah.
it's so weird. How can they not expect us to just run with it? Run with conspiracy theories.
Mhm.
Anyway, and like how like the video footage gets deleted by accident and all this shit.
Yeah.
It's like okay,
Yeah.
that's yeah.
And also another person, Alec Baldwin. I would have already forgotten about Alec Baldwin until he started telling the press that the gun went off by itself or something.
Is that what he said today? Because I was in the car all day pretty much and not really caught up, but I saw a headline a little while, like before we started spinning tonight, that he's saying that it was an accidental discharge or something.
Well, the quote is, I didn't pull the trigger of the gun. So he said that the trigger wasn't pulled. I didn't pull the trigger, he said. And then when he was asked why he pointed the gun at Hutchins and pulled the trigger when that wasn't in the script, he said, quote, I would never point a gun at anyone and then pull the trigger. Never. And then he said, someone put a live bullet in the gun, a bullet that wasn't even supposed to be on the property, he said. So he's got, these are some rehearsed statements. I think so. And then he also said,
which I'm not, doesn't mean he's wrong, lying, or it's just, you got to be real he's gonna be real fucking careful now.
Well, now, he does.
But he said that he would his answer was he would never point a gun at someone and pull the trigger.
Yeah. And then if
that's not saying I'll never point a gun at someone.
And if you say never, like again, that's, I don't know.
Like, I will never point a loaded gun at someone while my finger is up my nose.
Yeah, never.
I'll never do that. Those two things together,
Yeah.
Well, in fairness to him, I'm really curious of what happened. Okay, that was kind of an obvious statement, but because if you've got a gun and you're bringing it across, you're pointing it at every, you're pointing it at every spot, right? So it's like, was he like moving the gun? And he should have had it pointed down, but he had it pointed up.
Yeah.
And he didn't actually stop it and point it at this woman. Like he was moving across and went off as it was lined up with her. But I don't know.
You know who they should have hired on that movie set were the guys that do the whole, Matrix kind of bullet dodging guys that kind of do this.
Yeah.
And they,
the Wachowskis, they need to have the Wachowski sisters there.
Yeah, they bend and they dodge bullets. So we got to learn that. I don't know who teaches you how to do that. Maybe the Cobb McGraw, Cobb McGraws.
What is it? It's Krav Maga.
Krav Maga.
Yeah, because I want to say like Krav McGraw, like Tim McGraw.
Yeah,
like
yeah, Jewish guys with cowboy hats. Hey guys.
Yeah, Krav McGraw.
Yeah.
It's like the dojo run by Tim McGraw.
Dodge this dreidel. Yeah.
I don't know where you learned that, but I don't know. He could be in big trouble. I don't know. Like I've been listening to Tim Pool, and he started. I don't know if I told you guys this last week or maybe just in texting, but like he was saying on his podcast a couple weeks ago, he was like Alec Baldwin pulled, pointed a loaded gun at a woman and pulled the trigger and killed a woman. And he was it was kind of a thought experiment, but he was saying like, why was it just, what if every shooting in America was just assumed to be an accident right off the bat?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, what if every gangbanger had a PR rep that could like spin the story that, didn't know it was loaded. Another gangbanger handed me this gun and told him that it was a cold gun.
Yeah.
During the drive-by.
I thought it was,
So he was kind of going off on that. It was kind of a thought experiment, but it was kind of an interesting way to look at it. Like, man, like normal people don't have PR machines to start shaping a story.
Yeah. We need PR.
Putting out a lot of like bad information and not doing it directly. It's not like Alec Baldwin's going to put it out. Like they're going to give sketchy information to whatever gossip magazines, whatever, to make it seem like it was an accident right off the bat, and take some liberties with the truth, because none of those stories are really credited to anyone. They're all from anonymous people, so they can kind of spin things. But I don't know. He could be. And then you got the one lady that came out and said that there was no need to point a gun or have a gun in that scene, or I don't know. But he's saying he didn't pull the trigger. That's new. Need to process that.
That's new. So he should have not. Now the focus is on him. He should have maybe said nothing. I'd probably
Maybe.
sneak. Yeah, just let the whole variant, maybe the variant thing's gonna kill the judge or something, whatever. I don't know. Are we in legal? I'm thinking there's already a judge. He's not even in court yet, is he?
He might need a lot of variants, Alec Baldwin. He's gonna need a series of variants.
A lot of mutations
over the next year as this trial goes out. Yeah. I mean, it's terrible. I mean, I like to, like as Tim Pool was kind of pointing out, it's like, most of it, we wake up, we're like, I don't like to think that Alec Baldwin wanted to kill some woman. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Like it definitely wasn't his intention that morning, but it's like, how do you know that? Like, yeah, we don't make that assumption about everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Devil's advocate.
We don't make that assumption about every husband on Dateline or, 48-hour mystery, whatever it is.
Oh, for sure. You never know unless you're a conspiracy theorist, which I have. I love to listen to these things. Like I said last time, I guess she was married. She was married to like a Clinton lawyer or something. Which I don't know. Was it found to be untrue? I don't know. I really don't know.
I have no idea. Probably not. Probably not true.
Yeah. But again, that's one of those things that people start kind of spreading. It's so easy to just say, oh, she was, what is it? The Kevin Bacon. She was 3 degrees or whatever of so-and-so.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, though, like he was talking, I think this was like a 6-shooter type gun. And I don't know what
so 6-shooter degrees of.
I think this was a 6-shooter type gun, right? Where it's got a hammer, you got a cock back. It's got and I'm like blanking on the gun terminology, but
yeah,
you've got the cylinder where you put the bullets in.
Yeah, you go like that.
Like when you cock it back, like I fired one of those before. And like when you cock it back, like the trigger is very like again, no idea what the terms are, but the trigger is very much back, right? You cock it back and the trigger is pulled back as well. So it's not like you cock it back, then you got to do a full pull. Like it's, I don't know.
A good sneeze could set it off.
Yeah. I don't know. But now he's saying that he never pulled the trigger. That's interesting.
Yeah.
That's interesting because it's unprovable. If there's not, is there footage? Like, is there footage of this?
Yeah, I want to say there is. I don't know.
Like, what if they were making? You watch a movie and then the credits are
bloopers,
or obviously like someone from the get-go in this movie was like
behind the scenes,
filming things behind the scenes, and it wasn't like, what if there was one of those going on?
And Broom Backhand says single action revolver. So
I don't know if you have to pull, like you don't have to pull the trigger, like you don't have to pull the hammer back. You can fire off a round without the hammer back and you pull the trigger all the way. But I think if you cock the hammer back, I don't know.
I don't know either.
It'll be pretty interesting if it gets down to like a court case and they're really grilling him on gun safety, and like they could get into how many movies have you been on, where you've had to handle the weapon, and it's a lot, right? Mm-hmm. And like all the things you've been trained on, and I don't know. Yeah, like I said, I really don't think that he was like trying to kill someone.
Probably not exactly.
But somebody died, and they can't just be like, well, we don't really think he was trying to do it, so yeah, we're cool,
Yeah.
And he's got a lot of money, and he's going to pay the lady's family a lot of money, so everything's good. Like, can't just do that, so have to go through a process.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Okay, so going back to my my Taliban and like the camping and like the letting Osama bin Laden live in caves. We were talking about camping earlier, camping experiences, and I've got a terrible camping experience myself. So
all right, set the tone.
But you should. I don't know if I should go first or not. I guess maybe I should.
Yeah.
I've camped in my life, like my dad used to go camping. We'd go camping as we were kids, whatnot. My dad had a house and like some woods in the back. We could like kind of as young kids, we could go camping in the woods. And, but worst camping experience, I guess my last was I went to Key West for spring break, my early 20s. Girlfriend, another couple, maybe another couple was sick, right? Was sick with like a cold or something, like, whatever before that. So I was on antibiotics because in Baltimore, I was coming from Baltimore. It was the winter, it's cold. So we went to spring break in Key West, Florida. We're going to camp. It was the southernmost campground of America too. I think it still holds that record. Cause it's it's a beautiful place to camp. I mean, if you're going to pay whatever it is nowadays, like $25 a night for a camp spot, and you have the choice between somewhere in like rural Montana or like Key West, like the southernmost campground in the United States. I mean, it's like gorgeous. You're camping 20 feet away from crystal clear blue water. And anyway, I was on antibiotics and got sunburnt to hell in like an hour the first day on the beach. Sunburnt to where like my face was blistering, my ears were blistering, like really, really bad. And that was it. Yeah, you didn't
put the white nose.
No. I'm kind of, I never really got. I mean, I can get sunburn. I've been sunburned, but back then, I spent so much time outside. I mean, I was just, my skin's a little bit darker, so I don't really sunburn that easily. But
how much time did you have?
It was the antibiotics, because they tell you not to spend a lot of time in the sun, but it's like most of the time you're just like, well, I'm sick. Why would I? I'm not gonna go lay out in the pool. Like, it's winter time, you got a cold. You're not laying out in the pool. But then you could go to Key West and lay out in the sun, which is a lot closer to the equator than Ocean City, Maryland. And it was bad. It was really bad. Like I was in like pain, and there's nothing you can do. Really, there's nothing.
And how much time did you have left?
We were there for like 5 or 6 days. Yeah, it was terrible.
So the whole time you were basically sunburned.
Oh yeah, at some point I was like hallucinating I was like feverish, like fucking okay. Wasted out of my mind without having to drop. No drugs, no alcohol, just like going bonkers. I was out of my mind with like a high fever. My ears, like all the skin on like my face, my ears was like a couple weeks later, it was brand new. It was terrible.
Went to I've mentioned this before. I went to one of the Rock the Bells concerts maybe 13 years ago, and in San Francisco. I used to think that because I was brown, I was naturally tan, I can't get sunburned. But by the end of the concert, it was an all-day outside festival. My face was red, and the next day it was peeling. But it's one of those things where I have to learn, like, dude, just because your skin is this color, it doesn't mean you're not going to peel. Yeah, you're not going to peel. You're not going to, but all those outside, next time I went camping, I knew not to, to make sure to take the sunscreen and all that stuff.
And I'm having a flashback too, because there was, it was me and my girlfriend, another couple, but there were other friends that had also made the journey. We drove too. And
how long was the drive?
I think that's like a good, all the way to Key West. I think it's like a good 24 hours. So I think we did, like, the four of us, we did 6 hours, something like that. So yeah, flashback, ukulele connection. There was some single douchebag who was playing the fucking ukulele. I'm in the tent. I'm in pain. I got pus and like liquid, like oozing out of my face,
No, yeah.
Yeah. And this guy's out there like playing the ukulele.
Yeah. Like, I
want to do like Animal House, the scene where you take the guitar and just smash it against the wall. Yeah. And the stair scene. Yeah. All right. So that was the word. It was terrible.
That was terrible.
Someone's got better. Who's got the next least terrible camping experience?
Manny probably has a terrible one. I haven't really gone camping so much. I always feel like I have to be careful with the bears, because people always put the fear of God in me when it comes to bears. And not the San Francisco Castro type, the actual bear ones with the big claws. You know, all these campgrounds have these camp lockers, or never have food in your tent. Always leave your food in the locker, or where, yeah, most likely in the locker. Some people leave the food hanging in the trees also, which I
Yeah.
don't know. Yeah, I still, they're gonna go to the tree, but I can't think. The only thing is, I will say this. I don't like to admit it, but I can't swim. I can't swim. So I must be like 3% black or something, because I can't swim. But years ago, I went with my friend Gabriel camping with him and his family and his wife, and we had like a little boat, one of those
Can't
boats.
swim, likes to rap.
Exactly. Yeah. Well, see, told you.
Oh,
I'm
man.
I
don't need a DNA test.
23andMe, suck it. So I had my vest on. I have my vest on. I was on the boat, and then my friend Gabriel, he's like, "Hey Rob, can you pick up, can you take my daughter out of the water? Because she was floating. We all had vests, thankfully." And then his niece from behind me just pushes me from behind. Thankfully, I had my vest on. Thankfully, because I just,
she's gonna kill her.
Oh yeah. Man, I could have been dead. And then all of a sudden,
your inability to swim would have ruined her life.
Yeah, and I'm like floating away. I'm like, hey guys. And then my friend's like, Rob, just swim over. I'm like, I'm trying, and and I was kind of treading and trying to pull myself. Finally, I got back on the boat, but thankfully, everybody out there, if you're gonna go to the lake, just wear a vest. Even if you're you can't swim, I think that's what they say. Wear a vest. So
then the end of the story is like all the women were just throwing themselves at you.
Oh, they were like, "Oh, are you okay?"
He was so helpless.
It looked like you couldn't. Are you okay? Because it looked like you couldn't swim.
Yeah, I'm like, I can't.
The way you were flailing.
I think I need nothing else.
Let me take care of you.
Keep yourself. No. I don't remember.
So this is not an old story. This is, you currently cannot swim.
I currently cannot swim. So the current made me not swim even more. Yeah. But it was thankfully I was okay. And then, by the time I got on the boat, I was eating my cheese and ham sandwich with all the kids.
I can't swim, you little bitch.
Yeah. I was about to pull her by the hair.
No, but did you say anything?
Oh no, I didn't. I was like, yeah, it's okay, guys. Yeah, it's woohoo. Well, I almost there was another time that I literally almost drowned, and it was by there's a water park. I don't know the name, but all the LA folks might know it. It's near what is it? Knott's Berry Farms, near South California, SoCal. And so
like a koi pond or something.
Yeah,
I think it's called Wild Rivers.
Is it?
That's the one that I know that's over by Knott's Berry Farm.
Yeah. So maybe about 12 years ago, about a week before the Rock the Bells concert in San Francisco, I went with my cousins to this water park, and they were like, yeah, just get on the slide. When you land, it's like the water's not deep. It's not deep. And I was like, okay, are you sure?
So he knew you couldn't swim.
Yeah, I told him I can't swim. So I was like, okay. So I get on the slide. I'm sliding down, and all of a sudden,
there's a bear there.
Yeah. Head first. Yeah. And then my friend's cousin was there. No, she wasn't. But head first, I go down, and then I'm like flailing, and I'm like, I think my feet are up in the air. My head's all down. And then I'm like, in my mind, I'm literally, my life is flashing before my eyes. And then all of a sudden,
if I was a graphic artist, I'd put your face on that Nirvana baby.
Yeah. I'll Photoshop myself. But finally, I see an arm of an angel. And it was like the blonde haired, blue eyed, lifesaver guy, lifeguard, pulls me out. I was like, ugh. And he's like, dude, are you okay? I thought you were just kidding around. I'm like, no, I was actually drowning. So yeah.
You got to say something like, oh yeah. I was just fucking around, man. I'm from corporate.
Gotcha.
Oh yeah, I'm a secret shopper.
You did great.
I'm a secret swimmer.
Yeah.
And you failed, dude. You failed. No,
Like,
actually,
no.
you
I
won.
just my stomach hurts.
Yeah. No, and by the time I got out the water, I had like literally like 4 scratch marks on my face. I literally feel like I scratched my face, like I'm dying. Oh, and because I had like 5 or 4 scratch marks on my face. I don't know how. That's why when we went to the Corolla cruise a couple years ago, I got on when we were on the island. I got on one of the slides with former guest B Frank, and we literally before us. It was Dawson, Mike Dawson, and I forget who else got on with him. It was these 2 slides, kind of capsules facing each other, and it was one of the ones where the floor kind of drops and you drop down. And I almost backed out. Because by the time we climbed up the thing on the for the slide, I told Brian, I'm like, dude, I don't know, man. I'm not kidding. I'm kind of scared now. And he was like, okay, well, we're about to get on. And then the guy was like, all right, guys, you guys are next. And we got on the capsule facing each other. We get in, they close the thing. They're like, okay, just put your arms, kind of crossed on your chest, like you're, Dracula or whatever. And then just kind of, just let go, not let go with your arms, but just when you go down, you'll, just have fun. And then, it dropped, water's there, you kind of slammed. But by the time you get down, thankfully it was not deep. By the time I got to the ground level, I was kind of reaching, like when you're in the tub, I'm like, oh, I pulled myself out.
The panic.
Yeah, it was panic. Yeah.
Like, instead of maybe I should move my arms in a way that will propel me. It's like, no, I'm going to flail.
You know how Kermit the Frog flails when he's like, that was me. Yeah, that was me.
Yeah.
But I made it.
B Frank would have saved you.
Oh,
because he's probably like a certified lifeguard.
Oh, he probably is.
CPR trainer.
Yeah, you would think he was related to Hobie from Baywatch, but he's not. He's a beach guy. Yeah.
Yeah. He would have saved you. Don't worry.
Yeah. Thank you.
Water parks are fun. Yeah, water parks are kind of fun, but yeah, they're pretty sketchy too. There's some place around here called Hawaiian Falls. It's like Hawaiian. It's just like a water park, like the giant slides. But I mean, these things are like way, way high up.
Oh yeah, this was high. Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know. And you get a lot of kids climbing up these stairs. I mean, they're not they're built efficiently. These are not they didn't over engineer these structures.
Yeah.
They seem like they did just enough to make them, 20-story slides,
Oh yeah.
And the stairs.
Technically this slide, we were in the Bahamas, so it's not the United States.
Oh yeah.
So
you got to think about that. What's their code? What's their codes all about?
Exactly. Hey, I should have asked, do you guys have OSHA here?
It's well, no, OSHA only if we kill less than 10 people every year, OSHA just will not show up. So as long as we keep that number under 10, we're good.
Yeah, exactly. But I survived, and thanks for B Frank watching over me.
Yeah,
we're good.
Well, you'd always learn to swim. That would be a solution to this problem.
Yeah, man. What's up with that? How come you haven't gone?
You got a YMCA out there, right?
Yeah,
we do. We've got we've got places. Water. Swimming pools nearby. I just don't know why. And I should. Oh, you know why? Because I had asthma growing up, so that was always an excuse for the doctor. I'm like, I've got asthma. So but
that's what you should have told that lifeguard. Be like, asthma. I had an asthma attack.
Yeah, exactly.
Happens whenever I hit the water.
Yeah.
I had
yeah.
Be like, I had a yeast infection.
But it's a goal. It's still a goal of mine. I can still swim, even though I'm an old guy. I get nervous. But actually, if I can give a shout out to Cindy Gilliland, she's a fellow endless rancher.
Okay.
I actually shortly after that slide on the island, Laura and I were walking, and we were looking for a place to hang out, and then we walked up to this bar, And then we just kind of sat there, and I don't know if we ordered something. And then I see this lady a few feet away from me, and we kind of, we're cool people. We introduce ourselves. I'm like, hey, how are you? I'm Rob. This is Laura. And then Cindy's like, oh yeah, I know who you are. I'm like, what? You do? She's like, yeah, I've seen you guys, on the Facebook group, and I've listened to the podcast. I'm like, oh, awesome. Cool.
That's
Nice
cool.
to
I know
meet
that
you.
name. Mhm.
Yeah, it's her birthday today. So happy
Oh,
birthday, Cindy. So
Happy
Happy
birthday,
birthday.
Cindy.
yeah.
Cindy G.
Yeah, Cindy G. So, anyways, I'll learn how to swim one of these days.
Seriously. I don't know. Yeah, that's weird to think about. I can't imagine not knowing how to swim,
Yeah.
but I'm trying to. So I'm imagining like you'd be real nervous around water, like, or you just like block it out, or every time you go by a body of water, just like, oh man, if I fell in that, I'd be done.
Well, look, I've said this. I should not say this on air, but I've told one or two people, like, I'm very easily murderable. Because if we're walking down the pier, all you got to do is just throw me over.
Oh,
That's
yeah,
it.
yeah.
And just walk away.
It's good information for any
Yeah.
disgruntled girlfriend of yours.
Yeah.
Know what I mean?
Exactly. Yeah. I shouldn't say that to the girlfriends.
Yeah.
How
Yeah.
often do you take strolls near the pier?
Well, I live in the San Francisco Bay, so every now and then,
That is a really good point, man. If you can't swim, you're easily killable.
I am easily
You know what I mean?
killable. Yeah. Yeah. So
Or you either learn to swim or get one of those, you just got to wear one of those inflatable vests all the time.
I've worn, I've had noodles on me. I will be a 40-year-old guy with noodles around me. Yeah.
Well, everybody's going to, eventually people will be like, isn't that funny?
Yeah.
And then you'll have like a single tear. You'll be like laughing, but then there'll be like you'll turn and there'll be a tear rolling down your cheek.
But they won't be able to tell because I'll be wet from the water.
That's true, but you'll know.
Yeah, you'll know.
We'll know.
Yeah.
And also it'll be captured in slow motion.
Okay.
Obviously. So.
Well, yeah, that was my camping and cruise story for the day.
Okay. Well, what I took away from that is you can't swim. Manny.
Yeah.
And Central Americans are.
We understand.
What?
We understand you came to camping at a late age.
Yeah, dude. I was in my late 20s, late 20s, and a friend of mine was going up to Kern River up north, a few hours north of where I currently reside, and I was like, all right, fuck it, let's go. Why not? I'm not a camping kind of guy. I'll go on a hike. That's about my foray into the mountains.
Why aren't you a camping kind of guy? And I don't know.
I don't know, man.
I'm surprised about that. I mean, I'm not surprised you didn't like camp a lot because it's not like it's easy to do, but convenient. But
no, it's not.
It's not your thing to like go out and enjoy nature.
I'll go via hike, sure, but I don't want to stay overnight out there. I mean,
you want to get back home to electricity.
I just like sleeping in my bed.
Okay.
Yeah, so I don't, but whatever. I've done like low grade camping where it was more like in a fuck. I don't want to say a cottage, not a cottage, but it was like
like a bunkhouse, like
one of those
cottage things. Or cabin or like
there we go, cabin, because it was for like a church retreat. But that was like that was like me dipping my toes into that. But like in 2012 was when I actually like went out, slept in a tent next to the river. I couldn't escape, Ace's favorite music, that ranchero music. It was late at night, the first night, and we were just shooting the shit, myself and two other friends. I was getting way baked, and we had some beer as well. And then like in between all the bullshit, and it got really quiet. And you could just hear off in the faint distance the horn section just blaring from the ranchero music. I was like, man, yeah, and it was like a fucking horror movie. You just couldn't escape it, no matter where you were. It was always there.
Well, it's like a horror movie. It's instead of Jason Voorhees, it's El Mariachi Voorhees.
Yeah.
I
don't have a problem. So, the last neighborhood I lived in, when I was married, like there was a lot of new construction,
Mhm.
And I think there was ranchero music playing in our neighborhood like all the time. Like all the time. I liked it. I don't know. It
I
felt
think that-
happy. It felt happy to me. Like it had some pep to it.
Uh-huh.
You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. It was just happy. I'd be real concerned if I went by a construction site and they're playing like, you know, like really like melancholy classical music. You know what I mean? Or like
Yeah.
Adele. If they're listening to Adele, I'd be like, oh man, that's terrible. But
True,
I don't know. I didn't really mind. And this is right around the same time where I was really, you know, like a few years listening to Ace.
Uh-huh.
You know, and yeah, he was always talking about the ranchero music. And I was like, I don't know, man. I like it.
If I went camping,
I would like to escape it. I wouldn't want to. Yeah.
If I went camping and I saw the cast of Midsommar, then I'd get even more creeped out. You seen that movie, Midsommar?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was like,
no.
yeah, creepy.
It sounds scary.
That's another reason why I don't like going camping is like I don't know if it's just from like hyper imagination and overconsumption of pop culture, but like I feel like I'm gonna run into like either a handful of weirdos out in the woods that end up like using me for like some sort of ritualistic sacrifice, or just end up bludgeoning me and taking my shit, you know?
Yeah.
So that's another reason. It's just like, I'd rather just stay at home. I mean, yeah, there's your standard B&E, but I don't know.
No, I think there's something to that. Something to I think that's maybe the attraction to camping is you're out there and you're a little bit unprotected, maybe. A little bit of that vulnerability.
Yeah, you've got maybe like a cloth wall between you and whatever's out there.
Yeah. And it's like, well, yeah, maybe a group of crazies do try, but maybe I can take them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wouldn't take my chances. I know I wouldn't be able to take
maybe, them. You know, yeah, I don't know.
They just like get the city boy vibe off.
Maybe I hear them coming. Maybe I get the upper hand. I don't know.
I mean, yeah, if you got those animal instincts, that's the one thing I will give camping, like give it its dues. Is like, it is cool to see like all the stars out at night without any of the pollution, the night pollution.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you know, one thing here, like where I live in Texas is at night, like it's very clear. Usually you can see a lot of stars still. I think that'll probably eventually, there's so much, you know, so much building out here. It'll probably go away, but yeah, still fortunate for that. So
enjoy it while you can, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's what I like about it. I've you know, I live in the city, a lot of noise. I do appreciate the quiet time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I can look out, go outside and just look up. When I walk my dog all the time, I would, and just look up and see constellations regularly. It was pretty cool. So
fucking show off.
Yeah, I know. I'm bragging about, you know, the
constellations,
clear skies. I know.
Oh yeah, family of three says Deliverance. Yeah. See, I'm scared of
Deliverance was a movie that I saw when I shouldn't have, when I was very young. Yep. I had a friend who, I think I've talked about this before. I had a friend whose parents would rent VHS tapes, and they would dub every movie they rented. Like it was like an obsession, right? Right. Because they wouldn't watch it and they'd be like, gosh, is it worth it? No, they would do it. And they would do it on
they were building their collection.
I'm definitely dating myself, but like VHS tapes. Remember you had like the SP, LP, and like EP, like when you recorded something, so you could get, you know, they could get 3 movies. So they would do it in the EP mode or whatever. I think the extended mode, whatever it is, so they could actually fit 3 like feature films on every VHS tape. Yeah. So every VHS tape had 3 movies on it. Low quality because it, you know, you lose, you know, picture quality when you do it on the EP setting. But yeah, we watched Deliverance. Before I really knew what like gay was, even like, so like gay rape.
Oh yeah.
It was like a whole nother story.
Yeah. That was very prison.
What is going on here? Yeah. Like
as Ace calls it, dry anal rape, right?
The squealing, like, oh yeah. I mean, that was like,
squeal like a pig. Yeah.
And then like some of the creepiest scenes from that movie are like just showing the boy with like whatever, that kid that had the deformities.
Oh, in that same movie?
Yeah, in Deliverance.
Okay.
Because there was a kid, I think there was the weird deformed kid that they were, you know, I think the implication was that he was like severely deformed because he was inbred.
Oh yeah. I remember a
I
kid.
guess,
Yeah.
And I grew up in Maryland, which is, touches West Virginia. So like in Maryland, like, like that was the stereotype of West Virginians.
Really? In West Virginia,
Just inbred,
born and
yeah.
raised.
Inbred.
Christopher.
Like,
Okay.
no,
No.
like inbred, like mountain people,
Yeah.
whatever. So, that was, and that kid was playing the banjo, I think.
Yeah.
Really, really creepy. Really creepy.
Mm-hmm. Well, another kind of inbred, kind of country type of movie. I remember watching either the original or the remake of The Hills Have Eyes.
Never seen it.
Okay, I think
I don't do horror movies.
Oh, okay.
Pretty much, I don't do horror movies at all.
You're just like I think Matt the Porcelain Publisher. He's a big horror guy, but I think it's I don't know, Chris or Gary Smith who don't like horror movies. I'm a big horror guy.
Yeah, don't need it. Don't like it. Don't need it. Not scared. I'm not scared.
You're I know, right? Yeah. Well, look, I think I've said this before. What I can't handle in movies, obviously, unless the story revolves around it, I don't like seeing rape in movies. I like, especially if it's, I don't know, some of it is not necessary unless it's about a woman that I don't know. It pertains to the story, but I don't like seeing that, especially if it's like gratuitous. There's what is it? The Last House on the Left that has it. The Hills Have Eyes, I think it has it. I Spit on Your Grave has it. And then there's some other movies that are kind of explicit when it comes to that. But I
see.
Yeah, I'd rather not see it if you want to kind of allude to it. But
I didn't know that was part, like, so there's like some rapey aspects to the horror movie, the horror genre.
Some of them are, yeah. This is I forget the name of Wes. Oh yeah, Wes Craven. He's done some of these movies with those kind of rapey scenes, which, like I said, that kind of makes me uncomfortable. Like I said, unless it pertains to the actual story, but I don't really need to see it. I get all, yeah.
Yeah, I just don't really watch horror movies. I like thrillers, I guess, but like I don't like, because like I think some of the horror movies, like, you're just for me, I'm like annoyed because it's just like, oh my God, why are you doing that? Like, just fucking leave. Just like get in your car right now and just leave. Just leave.
Yeah.
Like,
a
hotel's not free, but you can just leave this place right now.
Oh yeah.
Drive and get a hotel. And then tomorrow morning the sun will be out. Everything's gonna be all right.
Exactly.
Like, what are you doing? And then you're scared. Like, I'm just annoyed and then scared, annoyed and scared, annoyed and scared. Like, I don't like that.
No, I've said the same thing. Like, you don't, some of these characters just run. Okay. And let's say there's like a forest or it's going to take them all night long to find you. Just hide somewhere and then wait till daylight and then just hail a car or whatever, or just keep on running. Go, just run. But no, they want to fight back, or they want to, yeah, I don't know.
It's that it's the same panic, man. It's the same when you scratch your face when you go underwater. They panic. Exactly. They panic because they're just like, yeah, you can hide here and be quiet, and no one will ever find you, or you can panic, and freak out and just run and flail and make as much noise as possible.
Well, just like carjackings, right? Go on.
Nice. You got my attention.
Yeah, there you go. No. We were talking about carjackings recently, and I was listening to ACS yesterday, and they were talking about this case where
I just listened to that Ian Bagg segment. I listened to today.
Ian Bagg. Mm-hmm.
Oh, that was yesterday's episode, though.
I think it was yesterday's. Today's was I forget the person's name today, but he mentioned this former security guard. His name was Edwin Lara. Where I guess he grabbed or he kind of followed this woman that left her job at a Marshall's, and she got in her car, and he gets in there while she's in there. Mm-hmm. And obviously she did not lock the door. And on the show, they were talking about how some women, they tend to kind of like, let me fix my makeup, or let me, But when I like to be like very kind of vigilant or hyper vigilant, whenever I'm walking with anybody, I'm usually kind of looking behind me, to the left, right, making sure or if I'm with like my lady or something, hey, there's a guy on a bike behind you. Oh, hey, there's a scooter right here, right? But if you don't lock your door on wherever you're at, unless I'm like in the middle of nowhere, I would lock my door. But this was she eventually, he killed her. But he got in there and he didn't carjack the car while it was in motion. As you,
all
Chris,
it
probably likes.
No. I mean,
what constitutes a carjacking?
Please, Rob, your lack of carjacking definitions is it's embarrassing
for
our show. Okay.
Yeah.
No, I think all it needs to be is running.
Running. Okay.
Yeah, like just the car needs to be running. Like, yeah, it was an interesting story. And I remember thinking, I was listening to it like a few hours ago. I was like, we got to talk about carjacking tonight.
Well,
so
yeah.
Thanks, Rob.
Yeah, Chris is a fan of carjackings, and Ian.
I'm fascinated with carjacking. Just like the whole, like I mentioned it a few weeks ago, or maybe a few months ago, and just that carjacking was like a fad, right? It was like I remember it as a fad, and I was looking at I was Googling it, doing some research.
Oh yeah,
minutes and minutes of research on the subject of carjacking.
How to
last week? Yeah, like what's up with carjacking? Question mark. And like in 1992, like there was a federal law passed that was rarely used, but like that's how big of a fad it was. Like that's how big it became. That like
92.
Like Congress decides that we got to pass it because there's lots of laws about you can't steal someone's car. Like you can't.
Yeah.
Like we didn't really need a federal law to say that you can't assault someone and steal their car. There's lots of state laws, but because it was such a huge thing and it was like in the news all the time. And then it was like eventually babies getting, there's of course it happens where there's like a old lady in the back. I think that was part of that story that Ian Bagg was talking about on Adam Carolla show.
Yeah.
That at some point he carjacked and there was someone still in the car. Someone would get carjacked. There'd be a baby in the back. You know what I mean? Like, or someone would get carjacked, but then the lady, like the person there was their car, like their arm got caught in the seatbelt or something like that.
Yeah.
They wind up getting dragged. So it was like such a huge, like, I don't know, it's the best fad. It was like a huge thing.
What about carjackers that can't, the best carjacker is a carjacker that carjacks stick shift and they don't know how to drive a stick shift.
Oh, right? Yeah. They can improvise and adapt. Yeah.
Yeah. Or,
yeah, that's
so that's not 1992, that law, right?
Yeah, back then there would have been a lot more stick shift cars on the road. But yeah, it was like a huge deal because, and then like another thing is like people realize like, oh, I don't have to, wait until nighttime and get like a, whatever, the Jimmy stick, whatever, and learn how to hot wire a car. I'll just wait until the person's at the gas pump. And it's already running and the key's already in the ignition. I'll just steal the car right then and there.
Well, you know what?
Yeah, like I think I read that like Detroit. I think Detroit. It was like the capital, the carjacking capital.
Whoa. Okay, I can believe that.
Chicago had a run for a while. Yeah, I think maybe I don't know if it was Los Angeles or what, but yeah,
it's been I looked it up also. San Francisco
coming back. It's coming back.
Oh, it is coming back in San Francisco. It's been coming. I think I sent you some articles. I think and. Yeah, the carjackings on the rides in San Francisco within the last year or so.
Well, that's how this got reignited. A couple weeks ago, I sent you guys a clip, an article about it's like a mother-daughter carjacking.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I'm not even sure what the story was, but the headline was too good.
Yeah.
Well, turn of events. One day, a person goes to steal a car, and the car happens to belong to a very angry bear. Gets mauled while trying to steal a car. Just no one sees that coming.
No one sees that. Oh no.
What about this one? I forget the specifics of the movie, but one movie that I saw that I think kind of deals with carjacking, and I liked it when I saw it. I was like,
Gone in 60 Seconds.
No, remember the chase with Charlie Sheen?
They did it the hard way in that movie, Manny.
Oh, The Chase is actually one of my favorite movies, even
Right?
though it's so fucking stupid when you think
It's-
about
That
it.
is
it's
that is a
pretty
good movie. That is a good movie. I'll admit
With
that. Yeah.
Christy Swanson back when she was, oh man.
And they
you know
had
what I'm saying?
Anthony Kiedis and Flea, right?
Yeah.
And Flea,
Yeah.
yep. And Flea.
That was
Yep.
a good movie.
Monster truck madness, bro. Monster
It
truck
was-
madness. They get arrested for causing that
Exactly.
fucking accident.
That was
Yeah.
definitely, as Ball Bryan would say, like that movie hit me at the perfect age.
It
Yeah.
did.
I don't know what age I was, but I was like,
Yeah.
okay, yeah, I'm buying.
Yeah.
I'm buying what this movie's selling.
The
I am.
cadavers out the truck was probably my favorite sequence.
Oh man, I don't. It's
Yeah.
been too long.
Oh,
been
you
too
got to go
long.
back and watch it. At one point, somehow a truck for a medical school ends up like losing the cargo door opens and a bunch of cadavers just start spilling onto the freeway.
Of course.
Good times.
Well, look, yeah, that was
Also a
fun-
great soundtrack. I love that soundtrack.
Oh, was it really?
Yes.
Well, I'm sure it had a few Red Hot Chili Pepper songs in there, right? I'm
I
sure.
think I had like maybe one.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a fun movie. She was the daughter of a rich guy, and he was
A Trump type. Yeah. Definitely
eggs.
gave me Trump vibs.
Oh,
eggs.
that guy was like he was the prototypical '80s rich guy.
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah.
Yeah, I can
Yeah.
I almost pictured the actor that played the dad.
I think it's Ray Weiss. I've watched this movie way too many times.
Oh wow,
Okay.
Yeah.
dude.
Yeah.
Okay, I got to watch this again because I liked it. It was a fun.
Oh, it's on
movie.
Hulu.
Oh shoot. Okay.
Everyone,
Thanks,
by the
Celeste.
way.
I'm gonna watch it.
Watch
This
And then
Chase.
it has a post credit scene.
Oh, I'm
where
sorry.
it's-
No, that's some kind of fucking game show. Never mind.
Ah,
Oh damn.
I'm
oh.
sorry.
Well, you could probably find it somewhere. This day and age.
oh,
Yeah.
for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, sometimes even free, like on YouTube and stuff.
But that movie reminded you of carjackings because of what? Or
Oh yeah, because I think that the car is running, and
Does he carjack her in the beginning? Yeah.
I think he does. And
no, he
then,
steals her. It wasn't running, but she was there, so he holds.
I think he was he was holding up a convenience store.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Took her
Oh, there you go.
hostage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's
Yeah.
how they ends up with the BM.
He did it the hard way.
Yeah.
He should
Well,
have
next
waited
time.
until she was just getting gas,
Mhm.
you know,
Yeah.
checking her
Out.
makeup. There you go.
Yeah. Exactly. Oh, okay. Here are some tips. If I can tell you, one of the tips that I've heard, and it's kind of legit. Like
For
I would-
stealing cars?
no, like not to get your
Oh, okay.
I was watching this I guess ABC 7 Chicago whatever article. So carjackers, some of these carjackers even fake accidents in attempt to steal your car. So they were kind of giving you tips on, has this ever happened to you where it's kind of shady? You want to be a good Samaritan, and it looks like this guy or this girl had an accident, or they need a jump, but you never know, right? Because it actually happens.
Might end up
He was trying
jumping
to
you.
steal your car.
Yeah.
Yeah, or
All right.
worse.
Well, let's move this to all right. So, have you guys ever had your car stolen?
Yes.
It's a
No,
yes. It's a yes for me.
Oh,
But Robbie,
really?
you don't really drive though, right?
I
You're
really
a city
don't.
slicker.
I am thankfully. But unfortunately we're used to broken windows in the area nowadays. But no, never had.
Yeah,
a
as a
car.
San Francisco resident, you're lucky.
I am lucky, as Seth Rogen would say. It's a beautiful city.
Yeah.
Seth Rogen, if you get your car broken into 15 times, more times, we should be thankful. They've left treats for him in the car.
That's an interesting. That was a weird. That's a weird take on. I mean, that's just a different take on life. Like if you're city slicker, whatever, you just grew up in the city. Like, yeah,
Hey,
like
you gotta
yeah,
expect
your
it.
car is gonna probably get broken into a lot more than someone that lives in the
Yeah,
suburbs. for
thank you,
sure.
sir. May I have another?
Yeah. But yeah, not something like, I don't think he realized that he was that doesn't really sound good. Like,
Yeah, exactly.
It's probably stoned at the time.
Yeah,
Like,
okay,
my
Mr. Privilege.
the 15th time my car got stolen, I was like, oh, that's no big deal.
Yeah, it's no big. Yeah,
It's like, what?
Now my car got stolen. I had an accurate Integra.
Big surprise.
It's
One
like,
of the most
yeah, I
stolen
think
cars of America.
that's what I
I bet you
learned
no-
after that.
nobody
Because it didn't have
with
a door
integrity.
frame or something.
nobody with integrity ever drives an Integra.
Oh, I thought you were going to say ever stole an Integra.
Ironic.
That's why they got to change it. Like, yeah, they can't just call it the Integrity.
Yeah.
or because of Adam Carolla.
Was
Yeah.
it the late 80s or early 90s, mid 90s?
Early 90s. I think it was a
Okay.
91 Integra. And then
Okay.
that got stolen. But I remember walking out of my apartment and I was like, for like a split second, I was like, oh, I must have parked it around oh no, my car's stolen.
Oh.
And you heard so many times by that time, like people saying, I felt so violated. And I was
Oh
like,
yeah.
It's like,
Yeah.
oh my God, that's what they meant. Like, I feel so violated. I feel so violated right now because I can't go to work. I've been going to work so that I could buy this car and then pay for this car.
That's now stolen.
And now it's gone. Like someone's just taking it from me. Yeah. I was like, I feel violated. Yeah. But yeah, I guess because it had no door frame.
Mm-hmm.
Right. So it was really easy to break into. And I think then my mom bought, well, anyway, I actually had a check from the insurance company in hand when the car was found. And I was about to, get screwed because I wasn't going to get enough to like replace the car.
Right.
When the car was found. And no lie, I'm trying to remember because I want to be accurate. I want to be really accurate with this, but there was a tape in the tape deck.
Uh-huh.
There was a tape player. It was, I believe it was like Tupac's greatest hits. It was not my tape. Like this person stole my fucking car, brought their own tape. They left this tape in the tape deck. I'm not joking. Yeah. And if it was Bob Denver, I would tell you if it was Bob Denver's greatest hits, but it was Tupac's greatest hits, I swear.
If it was Bob Denver's greatest hits, the person stealing your car would have fucking died in that car.
Been like a 87-year-old Alzheimer patient that used to steal cars.
Yeah.
Thought they had forgotten how to steal cars. Anyway. Yeah, I felt that was terrible. That was terrible. And my mom got me a club. And I was thinking, the club kind of led to carjacking because it made for stealing a car.
It's like, you can't steal us, pussy.
Like, I spent the last 6 months learning how to hotwire a car. And now you're going to put this fucking club on there.
For shame.
Now I'm going to have to wait till you go to the gas station. just take your car from you while it's running.
My tale isn't as life altering because this is my car. It was the family car essentially because it was my mother's, not mine.
Okay.
Waking up one day to go to school, walk out to the carport, notice the car's not there. I was like, huh.
No school today.
Yeah. She's like, you might have to take the bus to school. We'll talk about this later. And then, filed a police report, went a few weeks without the car. And then they called her one day. She drove back home and you could just hear that there was something wrong with the car because it just sounded like they drove it damn near into the ground. And it was this old person car. It was an Oldsmobile Cutlass here. It was this gross ass maroon color and like the cloth interior, like the roof was like just dangling, and it was just yeah. It was just weird, man. Of all the cars at the carport to take, it was that one. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, I'm in an apartment complex.
Same.
There's tons of cars everywhere, and they took the one that took like 3 seconds to break into.
Yeah, maybe that's really, what it was
really
too.
Easy.
Yeah.
I don't think about that car. It had whatever happened to the automatic seat belts. Did it turn out like that? Those things don't work or something? Because remember that there was a period there where you get into a car and the seatbelt would go like around you.
I think it was a safety thing. After a while, they just was like, as cool as this fad may be, it's not all that safe.
They probably
it turns out that people are able to just
go
pull the seatbelt down and click it.
Go like this.
Because you still have to do the lap belt.
Yeah.
Yeah. It probably turned out that people weren't doing the lap belt, right? Because you had the automated, like the shoulder harness, whatever, coming around you automatically.
Felt like we were the future, man.
Plus, it's a weird thing to like put that, like the rail system that's needed for that, to put that in like the put that in every car. Yeah.
That's very
Now
futuristic.
Now they're just like, now we cannot do that anymore. We don't have to do that bullshit anymore. Anyway. But yeah, the club made it harder to steal cars. Sad.
It happens, man. I mean, modern problems call for modern solutions.
Mhm.
Well, what about have you guys seen these alarms live? They're old, where if you touch the car, if you get closer, or if it goes off, it'll actually tell you step away from the vehicle. Have you heard of those? Those are real.
It's been a long time since I've
Right?
heard one of those go off.
Yeah.
Like that was like a I gotta think that was like a early to mid 90s douchebag,
Right? It's kind of
car
tacky,
alarm move.
a little
Yeah.
tacky. Yeah.
Like I would like everybody to know that I have a car alarm.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah. Yeah.
and to think about it, like it's not really special at all.
Huh.
It just means that instead of it playing the siren sound, it's playing the sound of please step away from the vehicle. Like it's really not.
Oh, what?
Not like a technological advancement.
Maybe you could put a twist on that. Instead of having the authoritative voice, you could instead have like a clip of people like really aggressively fucking, and then that way it just sounds like
yeah.
it calls more attention to like, wait, what the fuck is going on out there? And then you know,
Yeah.
nosy neighbors peeking out, and I'm sure the car thief is just like fuck, and bounces.
I was thinking like now it'd be impressive. It was like, hey man, you're getting kind of close to my car, so appreciate you not, maybe stop moving towards my car.
Yeah.
And then as it gets close, and then it's like hey, it's your second warning. Then it gets into like, please step away from the vehicle.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That would be impressive to have some kind of.
I'm surprised it's not
ramping
standard
up.
on Tesla cars. If you're dropping like, what is it? 100,000, 200, however much they cost.
Sometimes
should be
customizable. Yeah, they should make it. Yeah, customizable, so you could have a personalized message
Mm-hmm.
to the would-be thief.
Mm-hmm.
You can get creative, and it could be sounds of sex, like you suggested. Yeah,
Just really loud and aggressive.
like a woman's voice being like, "Oh, someone's coming.
Yeah, exactly.
Someone's watching us." Or it could attract a certain type.
That too. So it could.
Small percent of the population would be like, hey, you'd have like a crowd around your car.
It's like, all right, it's about time one of these things happen.
I'm gonna do one of those alarms where I just start freestyling, like a pre-recorded freestyle. And
Yeah, you could do that. That's what I was saying. Like if
Yeah.
you could have instead of please step away from the vehicle, like you could personalize it.
yeah,
Yeah, to something that's either, nice or,
Touching, heartfelt.
yeah, like this. My
Yeah.
dead grandmother gave me this car.
please step away from the car.
The last
I know
memory.
who you are. I'll call the 911. You better be on the run. Wicka,
Yeah.
wicka, wicka. Yeah,
Yeah, definitely. You got to add the wicka wicka
yeah.
on there. All right, Rob. Okay.
I'll work on it.
Okay, you rhymed a couple there, but yeah, you could just personalize it and make it whatever you want.
Yeah,
You know?
I think we can do this. I'll work on it. Yeah. So I don't know, Chris. Do you have any other carjacking thoughts, or should we continue that next?
Man,
Next
so
week.
many. I don't even know. Yeah, we'll
Leave it
talk
for
about
another episode.
it. Yeah, we'll skip next week and then we'll get back on the carjacking real heavy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah,
we're just
mid-December.
we're just prepping you guys.
Carjacking
I'll probably.
seems to
I don't know.
be-
I feel like my carjacking. My need to talk about carjacking has been satiated for a little while.
Okay.
Cool.
Yeah.
You know who almost carjacked someone was? I saw Ghostbusters Afterlife, and the Ecto One was in there. I would have
Oh
loved
yeah.
to.
Why don't tell us? Give us a quick review of this movie before we wrap up for the evening. So you saw the new Ghostbusters.
I saw the
after-
new Ghostbusters. I know Mo Man had already seen it. I'm gonna give it a 4 spotlights out of 5.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. It was fun. It was fun. It takes place in Oklahoma. It's not in the big city, but there is excitement. Paul Rudd is in the movie. He plays a teacher. He's a fun, fun character. And
I love Paul Rudd.
Oh,
right?
yeah.
Like he's great in everything.
He is. He really is great in everything. It was a fun movie. I genuinely, since I already kind of poured secrets, shameful secrets about me earlier on the show, I'll tell you guys another one. I got teary-eyed at one part of the movie where I kind of knew it was maybe coming, and I saw this one scene. I'm like, oh man, oh, it's like back when I was like 8 years old. Oh.
Somebody drowned.
No, yeah, exactly.
Bear attack.
Yeah, a bear was drowning while he was attacking someone that was camping. But it was it was a fun movie. We went to go watch it, and we all liked it. It was fun. Actually, I went to the theater where I saw Dune. Now, this was a more appropriate theater experience with this the movie. It was the 4DX movie where the seats kind of move, and then there's
all this.
Now this is not more of a Dune was kind of like an art house sci-fi movie, kind of like a one of those types, right?
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, sure.
Yeah, Ghostbusters. This was more of an experience, like a fun. It was roller coaster type of deal, and it was like I said, it was fun. Ghosts. The old proton packs and all that stuff. Your kids, I think, would enjoy it. And I think your kids are probably old enough to, well, the boy for sure. And the girls maybe old enough to not be scared of the ghost, of the kind of animated ghost and stuff like that. Yeah. But it was geared towards families and kids. I definitely
watch it when it's on whatever, HBO Max or whatever it is.
For sure. Oh yeah, for sure. You don't need to, if you got a big screen at home, great, watch it. But it's 10 times, 20 times better than the one with the Paul Feig directed ones.
Oh, with the Lady Ghostbusters.
With the Lady Ghostbusters.
I think that's what it was called. It's called the Lady Ghostbusters.
The Lady Ghostbusters.
I never saw it.
I gave it a chance. Look, I will give it a chance, and it did not deliver. It was not funny. There's a video online. Go ahead.
Devil's advocate. The only funny thing about that was Chris Hemsworth's character. He was the only saving grace in that movie.
I would agree for sure. He was the secretary, the receptionist guy.
Yeah.
Fucking buffoon.
I don't know why I didn't see that movie. I really didn't care about all the controversy and like those. I think it was just like, why not? You can make like Ghostbusters Afterlife. Is one of the characters like a descendant of one of the original Ghostbusters or something like that? Why not do that? Why not do that?
Yeah.
And have females or something, then like redo Ghostbusters with females. I don't know, whatever.
And they basically did it with this new movie. The main character is a female, a young girl, and she's a female. And
okay.
I was not watching the movie saying, hey, why do they have these girls? I can't relate to this little girl. I was like, cool. This girl is cool. She's, and the one that the kid that I didn't really like so much was, I think his name is Finn something from Stranger Things. I don't think his character was really necessary. What do you think, Mo Man? I don't think he really added much to the movie. He just fell in love with the girl, and I don't know. He didn't add much.
Well, I mean, he's a sibling. He's just kind of there for, set dressing or whatever you want to call it.
Yeah, exactly. The main character was the little girl. And the mom, the female, was there as well. And then Paul Rudd's character was there for a little bit of action, a little bit of comic relief. Mm-hmm. But I recommend it. I think it was a fun movie. I already have my Spider-Man tickets. So I'll see you guys at the movies for Spider-Man.
Spider-Man 17.
Spider-Man 17.
Yeah. I heard it's going to be awesome.
Well, yeah.
I heard it's going to be so much better than 15.
Well, you know what's funny? The news just came out today that he's already signed on to do 3 more. Yeah.
Oh, thank God. Thank God.
Yeah.
It'd be awesome if they could reinvent Spider-Man's origin story one more time. You know what I mean?
Well, we want to see Uncle Ben die at least one more time.
Yeah.
Fighting a bear.
Yeah.
Fighting a bear.
Like they haven't gone like there's so many more male actors that could play Uncle Ben and die in future Spider-Man. 117. It's like,
well, there are different.
I gotta like the first movie was very entertaining, but it's like, what the fuck? I mean, is there that much demand for Spider-Man out there?
I think
is Spider-Man secretly like the most popular action hero ever?
He's one of the more popular Marvel characters for sure.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
damn, like that's
Well, yeah, it's gonna be worse for you, Chris, because
Everybody
now,
loves Spidey.
well, I think so. Yeah,
they're entertaining movies. I get it. It's just I don't know.
Well, now
Can't keep track of them, is what I'm saying.
Marvel and Disney have their own movies, right? Marvel and Disney, and then of course, Spider-Man is a Sony, property legally, so they have a deal with Marvel Disney. But now it's like Venom, and then another character who's a vampire. Forget his name. He's going to be one of the also villains of Spider-Man. So Sony's going to have their own Sony Spider-Verse eventually. So they've got their Sony people, and then Marvel's got.
Sweet. So we can just do it all over again.
We can do it
Until the end of
Oh,
time.
hell yeah.
Yeah.
This is a lifelong experiment.
Yeah.
That's really, yeah.
It's going to be generational,
Really?
guys, is what it is.
Yeah.
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 They need to stop it.
Yeah.
Knock it off.
Until they do, where can people reach out and talk to us, Rob?
Yeah.
All right. Well, until I do, you guys can check us out on social media on Instagram at Endless Ranters Podcast, Facebook at the Endless Ranters Podcast group. Just look us up. We will, check you out and then accept you if you answer a couple questions or not. On Twitter at Endless Ranters on Twitter. If you want to check out Manny with the plan, check out How We Figure on Instagram and Twitter.
Shout out to Quana.
Yeah.
Hello, Quana.
If you want to check me out on Instagram, Twitter, and all that good stuff, just check me out at Robbie Spotlight. And, I like to have fun, make memes, and kind of go back and forth and share memes and have fun. So check us out. Again, Endless Renters Podcast. Thanks for joining us on YouTube. We like to do our live shows and go back and forth with our friends. And hopefully you can join us next time as well.
Yeah. Thank you, everybody. Thanks for joining us again. And thanks for listening. We really appreciate it. And until next time, this is Chris saying, get it on.
This is Rob. Get it on.
Get it on, everybody.
Yeah.
Good times.
All right. Shout out to Family of Three, Bruin Backhand.
Yeah.
Emmy was on here for a moment. Right on. Everybody else, Mindy, who doesn't really chime in sometimes. She was watching, I think.
Way to be passive aggressive about it.
My friend Celeste, what up? She checks us out every now and then. And Brian, B. Frank was on as well.
B. Frizzle.
Yeah. So, yeah, man. Spider-Man. I'm looking forward to it.
Man Spider.
Actually,
right.
Look, I was I was trying to buy the tickets at the same time with my cousin. And Fandango kept on like crashing, and everybody was busy trying to buy those tickets.
I didn't know that there was such a ravenous demand for them.
Dude, you wouldn't believe. I saw this thing online today that I guess they're scalpers selling the tickets for thousands. That's stupid.
Really?
Yeah. Yes. Really. Yeah. Scalpers.
That's dumb.
Yeah. And it's Morbius, the Spider-Man vampire Morbius.
Oh yeah, not Blade, but whatever.
Oh yeah, not Blade, but apparently, look, I haven't seen ending, not really ending spoiler, but for the Eternals, I haven't seen it yet. I think there's a Blade, either Easter egg or Blade something in there, so he's coming.
There was. I don't remember that.
I don't know if it's like an after the scenes, or after the credits. But that's
did you watch the post-credit scenes for the sequence for Ghostbusters?
Oh shoot! Oh yeah. Peter Venkman.
What was it?
It was Peter and Sigourney. It was just them playing. Remember back in the original movie, they were playing that psychic card reading game. What do I have in my hand? A star.
Oh yeah.
It was basically that.
Oh okay.
Gotcha. Yeah. But from what I've read is they're already working or planning on a sequel or two. So I don't know. We'll see.
For sure.
Yeah. This one was good. And like I said, I don't want to, whoever's watching or listening, I don't want to spoil it. But yeah, there was one of the ending scenes of the movie. It was touching. I liked it a lot.
It was.
Yeah. So yeah,
I didn't break
really,
down into tears like everybody else, but you know,
no, I haven't cried in years.
it's because you're dead inside, man.
I
You're a
probably am.
robot.
I haven't cried in years. Okay, so look, Spider-Man, Chris, according to eBay's sold listings, some tickets were put up. Scalpers are selling Spider-Man tickets right now. Some tickets were put up for sale for as much as $25,000. Though
that noise.
a sold listing merely indicates someone has agreed to purchase a Spider-Man No Way Home ticket for that much. So I don't think anybody's
all the hookers that poor virgin that paid $25,000 for that ticket could have paid for.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, seriously.
Like could have gotten
Yeah.
like really hot ones. Really hot ones.
Yeah, hot. Like legit ones.
Yeah. Disease free, even.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. Well, going back to that the carjacking from the Ian Bag that I was talking about, he said that the lady that just got kidnapped was she told the guy, "Can you give me a second? I got to take my herpes medicine."
Oh yeah,
that's good.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's actually a good idea.
So what he was like, yeah, I'll give you a minute.
Yeah.
He's like, yeah, he's just not that discerning of a rapist.
Yeah, exactly.
She's like, yeah, go take your time. Take your time. We're gonna drop to the woods anyway.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. You gotta be prepared for that. Too much of that. I don't know. It's sad, but you gotta start kind of assessing your surroundings.
I teach my daughters strike first.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not even joking. Joking.
Okay. Sure. Okay.
I teach them like when their brother like tries to scare him, whatever. I'm like, start swinging. Start swinging.
Even big brother.
Yeah, start swinging. Learn early.
That explains why women are just reactionary violent.
If you sense a threat, start swinging.
It all starts at the home.
That's fine.
Yeah.
I'm fine. I'm okay with that.
Well, okay. What's the age difference between them?
5 years.
5. Oh, okay. That's yeah.
5 years. No, I mean they can't really do a lot of damage. I'm just trying to instill in them like, if you feel threat, strike.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, I guess so. I don't know what the professionals say. Don't they always? They used to say scream rape, but now, from what I've heard, is now if you scream rape, people don't either believe you or now you have to scream fire. I don't know. I don't know if that's true.
You could scream like misuse my pronouns or something.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
A little wordy.
I'm gonna cancel you. You're gonna get canceled.
Systematic racism.
Yeah.
Or systemic or system. Is it systemic?
Yeah.
Systemic. It's systemic racism.
No mask.
Yeah, they can do it.
Yeah.
They can do
That's
it.
good. Actually, a good idea. Okay. I think we're solving problems here.
Well, plus, like, I don't know, like I'm kind of the whole, like some of the women that falsely accuse men of rape, because there have been some cases like that's bad. Because that's like not just to the guy, but like the women that actually do.
Oh, for sure.
Are victims of that. Like, yeah, that's fucked up.
Ruins it for the rest of them.
Yeah. Well, it's just, you take away credibility. Yeah.
One of the movies that I went to go watch recently, The Last Duel, was about that.
Oh, yeah. Accusations, right?
Yeah, man. That movie was hella gnarly.
You went to see, what theaters do you normally go to? You usually go to like
I go to the second run theater that's near my house whenever I want to watch something that's, I didn't get a chance to and don't feel like paying full price for.
Okay.
And then on Tuesdays is when I go to this other movie theater over a town over, and that's when they have the cheap admission day. It's $5 all day.
Nice.
And I'll try and catch more than one if I can.
What do you mean, just stay in the theater?
Yeah.
Go.
All right. Do you ever watch one movie more than once, like at the theater?
It's been a while since I haven't done that since like my high school days.
Mm.
Yeah.
Every now and then I'll do. It's been a while. Also, I think the last time was like Superman, like Returns or something.
Mm.
But I'll do that, or I'll watch like classic movies. Like I've seen Saturday Night Fever at the theater. I've seen the Shining at the theater. I've seen the original Superman at the theater. Alien Part One, Alien at the theater. I love watching all those old classics that we never had a chance when we were younger. I like to watch them.
Yeah, I'll do like special one night events for like anime movies
those.
too. Yeah.
Okay.
I can appreciate how people would enjoy that. I have no desire
interest.
to do it, but but I could see how like being able to watch classic movie. That's a good idea for like the movie theaters to bring people in on off nights.
Yeah.
Aliens, like those movies. Yeah.
Oh, for sure. Because people will come, because even though a lot of us have big screen TVs, right?
Not everybody, but yeah.
Yeah, not everybody. And
I think that's the attraction, is like to those that don't have the available technology to them. It's like, fuck it, let me go over here.
I think to me it's not the audio or the video experience. It's more like I'm gonna need to experience this. I'm gonna have to experience the movie without like looking at my phone or whatever you do at home. And you just a movie's got to be pretty fucking amazing on HBO or whatever.
Yeah.
Even if you pay for it, $4 for like a new release rental, like a movie's got to be pretty amazing for you to like watch it all the way through without taking a break, without going, like pausing it to go to the kitchen or whatever.
For sure. I will say this. I feel like some movies need to start doing inter more, because they're getting
intermissions.
Like
every 20 minutes.
No, maybe once in the middle. Spider-Man, I hear, is going to be even longer than one of the last Avengers movie. It's like, dude, okay, I got to go to the bathroom. My bladder's not getting any bigger now. So do an intermission,
Well, I don't, that's a great idea. I don't see why they haven't, other than, they're just trying to get, they were trying to cycle more people through, but think about it. It's like a studio movie grill. They have those out there in California, or they call
They do.
I don't.
Well, they
like
did.
Flicks, Alamo.
Oh,
Flicks,
Alamo.
Brewhouse,
Yeah.
Alamo. Those kinds of places. Like people would, if there was an intermission or a long movie, like people would just like habitually order more food.
Exactly.
Like they would. I mean, I could see myself doing it. Like be like, I got 8 minutes to kill or whatever the hell it is. Good time to hit that button.
Yeah,
hit that button
For sure. Yeah,
because there was that one thing on the menu that I was kind of on the fence about. I didn't get it. I'm going to get it now.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. You're on the fence because you're in a rush to get to the movie. Now you've got these 8 minutes or whatever to go get whatever. Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah, if they don't like Bruin Backhand is saying, suggested to take a Gatorade bottle to the movies with you
and pee in there, I will do that. One of these.
Like now the theaters, that's another incentive for the theaters because they're like, man, we gotta have to have intermission because they're like
people are pissing in bottles now.
Yeah, like we got like our theaters smell like piss.
Yeah.
Like, oh, I just knocked over this Gatorade bottle. Oh, fuck.
That wasn't Gatorade.
Yeah, that's pretty low BBH. Come on.
Come on, dude.
All right,
like that.
I'm gonna bounce y'all.
Yeah, me too.
I'll catch y'all on the next recording.
Good to see you, boys.
Likewise.
All right, guys. Thanks
everybody.
Thanks for watching, y'all.
Everybody.
All right,
Maria, Lish, we love you. Thanks again. She just hit me up. She was watching the show. Yeah.
Oh, thanks, Maria.
Yeah, thank you.
I'll see you in a week.
Yeah, for sure. We'll do this. All right, man. Talk to you later.
Later. I would say that, and then I still gotta click